Hey Horizon. About a little bit of streaming then sleep. Oh yeah, I saw you posted another painting. Nice, dude, nice. I mean, once you kind of gain the skill, once you obtain the skill, it's easier to maintain and easier to get back to that point, so... Not surprised by that. Keep it up, my man. Yeah, dude, now just keep up the pace. Just keep Artin. Yeah, true. You're welcome. You really don't, Horizon. It's just Eric. Yeah. Hey, Mavan. Thank you for the resub, man. Is it the Lord's Day? What do you mean, the Lord's Day? 15th of June? Or is it some kind of a holiday? Oh, on Sunday. Oh, yeah. Hey, dude, thanks for your support. Really, really appreciate it. I still own you a couple of critiques, though. I still remember it. I don't remember how many, but, you know. So as soon as you have some paintings. No rush, though. No rush. Oh yeah, moving to new apartment. Oh goddamn. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff to do. I can imagine. But I hate moving. I've moved so many times the last like couple of years. It's been exhausting every time. Like up to a point where now I postpone moving like almost any cost. Like if you're living in an apartment that is like it's like moldy and it's, you know, has a lot of terrible stuff about it, that I would just like to move the hell out, but I just don't want to, you know. So yeah, I can sympathize with the time cost of it. I think I will have to go though, because mold's getting a little out of control there. The mold stuff I don't really like coexisting with. Hey Dusty. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, still alive. Still feeling you. What about you? For the last time, what, you're getting your own place? Building house with an art studio? God damn, dude. Yo, that's cool. And I assume like that's an art studio for like oil paintings and stuff like that. It's like place for canvases and everything, right? Hell yeah. I would have liked to have that too. Hey, Frog. Yo, welcome back. A little bit of working glass, looking to get into oil. Goddamn, dude, that's really cool. And building a house to like to suit all of that, incredible. Yeah, that's the dream. It's treating me nice. It's treating me well. I mean, dude, I've been here for so long, it's like my home now at this point. I don't feel like it's a foreign place anymore. Oh, I used to live in Russia. Can I get a citizenship? Yeah. Well, bro, that's like way getting ahead of myself there. It would be 6 or 5 years. Like at best case scenario of me getting it. But a residency permission though, that's more likely. Yeah, citizenship to get here is that's a very difficult task. They don't really hand those out like very easily. Yeah, Horizon, me too. I mean, that's why I'm here. It's nice here too. The summers are a little too hot, but other than that, it's pretty cool. Right, not pretty cool. It's hot, but it's nice here. Dude, this liquify feature that Photoshop only has like in a separate window, and in Clip Studio you can just like do it whenever. It's so nice. Because I'm also working in Photoshop and I miss it there in Photoshop. Well, it's a pretty small country, you know, compared to all the others. Like, it doesn't really get in the worldwide news that often. Philippines or Val— no, she was in Malaysia, but she's back from that place. She didn't like it. No, she's in Russia, chilling there, drawing. Philippines. Where are Philippines? Philippines at? They're like at South America, right? Somewhere in there. Or are they near, like, are they in Asia? Yeah, probably. I'm also streaming on Twitch as well. I'm duo streaming. So if you hear me chatting and like answering questions that are not in the chat, it's that they're in a separate chat. I should probably do like a combined chat and like put it on the screen. Been thinking about doing it. Like I want to darken some part of the background right behind the character. Like, even though it's like kind of framing him there, I feel like, you know, it would be cool to have a little bit less of this framing. This came out fantastic. Thanks, bro. Yeah, I'm just working on it for a little bit on the stream before I get to stream commission. Currently, this one is receiving like not that much screen time from me, just because I'm working on a book cover off stream. And that's why I haven't been streaming for a while too. It's just there's a lot of work to do on that book cover, and the deadline is pretty tight. You know, but it's coming along. I have like 5 more days left on it, and that's why I'm like trying to pump it out. Yeah, they really are. I'm not necessarily sure if it's like building the portfolio, but it's like it's the work already. And the good thing is that it's the second cover, second commission for the same client, so you know they it's a recurring theme there. They came back for the second art, so that's great. That means that they might come back for the third one, right? In a year. Let's go. It's always great. wireless, no? Yeah, thanks. Background's really creepy. Yeah, I kind of went a little crazy on the shapes here and everything. I want for it to be like that. I want for it to look like almost like a fresco or something. You know, like a character is pretty much on top of some ornament, not necessarily like an environment. But it does look like an environment at the same time as well. It's a mix of both. Rents for Bonjour is less than half what is here. Oh, really? Is it? I mean, it's kind of... Well, I assume you're in a very expensive area then, because rents here is pretty expensive compared to, like, Europe. Just the prices in general are quite high here, for, like, no reason. $1,600? God damn. What? Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, my rent is 500, and that is still, you know, quite something. Especially in Georgia's terms. Really? Where is that? That's somewhere in America, right? That's somewhere in a very, like, I guess in a more expensive area. Hmm. Yeah, it's definitely cheaper, way cheaper in here than it is there, for sure. Not even close. But the income is also smaller too, so... I don't like this area. Gotta change it up a little. What do you mean, Dusty? Thinking about the wings, I'm not necessarily entirely happy with them myself. Don't really know how to approach them. I have a nice reference though that I recently found. Yeah, reference is so nice. I feel like I'm just kinda imagining them wrong, like misunderstanding the form, and that's why it's the way that I paint them. That's why I ain't happy. Yeah, I think they kind of end up looking too symmetrical and kind of not really organic enough, which is why I don't really like them. Especially here, it's like look at all of these repetitive feathers. Okay, I really don't like this. If the leading edge is fluffy, it creates drag. Leading edge is smooth, then there's feathers. Color behind is coming. Dude, I try to understand, like, I think I'm just not smart enough to understand what you said. I don't really get it. You mean that the feathers, like the fluffy feathers, are supposed to be like on the outside, and this is the inside part? Or like, what's the deal there? I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna admit right away that these are definitely not anatomically correct. I would like for them to be, but I'm just, you know, no matter how many times I've tried, I just kind of struggle to comprehend the anatomy of the wings, and that's why I'm like trying to kind of base them on an appeal, like whatever's looking better is where I'm heading with this. Hey Kuray, yo, thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. Welcome raiders. I was just working on this WoW character commission. How did stream go? What were you working on? Thanks. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the wings here. I progress on this. Hello, Jackson. You recognize the frog from the piñata? Mm-hmm. Some water magic. Oh, that's always nice. That's always nice. I usually really enjoy working on just like painting water. It's always fun, refreshing, and easy. Adoro piñata. Hey, me too. Me too, dude. Oh, I'm actually considering buying Xbox just to play Viva Pinata. It's like the game that I played in my childhood with my younger sister. It just holds a spot in my heart. So I'm done water in a couple of years. Oh yeah. You have emulators on PC. Oh, do they work well? I know it's possible to emulate it, but I wasn't able to find like a good one that people recommend. Like, how well does it run? Controller. Oh, I don't even have a controller. What about Trouble in Paradise? Like, can you emulate that, or like, do you have an emulation for it? Because that's the one that I played. Dude, that's cool. Do you mind? Do you have like a link where you downloaded it, or where you gonna maybe like a guide for setting all of this up? I wouldn't mind trying it out. Not gonna lie. World of Warcraft is in a little bit of a content drought, and I would use some Pinata time. Oh yeah, if you could do that, dude, I would really appreciate it. That would be insane, because you know, fellow Pinata enjoyer here. It's been like a good decade since I played that game, by the way. Even more. Goddamn, that was more than a decade. Kinda crazy. Crazy to think about that. I really like this like spiral here, it's kinda awkward. Just replace it with the flame shape. Rick Ray, see ya. Thank you for raid again. Have a good one. I hope these are safe. Xenia, Xbox. So is that easy to set up? Is the stuff like kind of self-explanatory and like easy to do, or is it like does it require like some kind of computer science degree? Download the emulator and then you can add the files from the game to the folder launch from emulator. That sounds pretty easy. Yo, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'll take a look at that off stream. Dude, I wanted to play the game for years, so I'll be really happy to try it out. Thanks. It is the game where the frog is from. The frog that I have everywhere. It's from that game. And oh, I really like the chickens there and foxes too, and obviously the frogs. Dude, I love whenever you breed them for a while, they start like mutating and getting some like variations in their kids. It was super fun. Yeah. You can feed them stuff and like change their colors and shit. I remember I didn't like butterflies because they like any random shit you feed to butterflies, they just change their like they just become whole entire new pinata. That's something I remember not liking about them. Scotch? I actually don't recall that one. What's that one? Also, I gotta say that whenever I was playing the game, I was like 12 or something, and I knew zero English, literally zero English, and the game was in English. So I had to literally just trial and error everything. Like I had no idea what like any of the names meant, what like any of the descriptions meant. I was just kind of basing everything on pictures and like of how things look. Oh, they were the butterflies? Oh, yeah. I mean, the butterflies were kind of like, I don't know. Didn't vibe with them. Kind of small, insignificant. They don't really look that interesting. Actually, how much do I need to finish this art? Like, what else do I need to do here? Didn't start thinking about it. It's kind of just slowly progressing. I think just like slowly more rendering overall, but overall I think we're kind of good, going in a good direction here. And I see this coming together. Anyone? Yeah, glad you like it. That was kind of the idea. What sort of art do you enjoy working on? Character commissions, usually. Like character illustrations. I mean, art like this I pretty much really enjoy working on. What if I make this a little darker and more red? So the overlay. Like this maybe. I almost want for the wings to cast like a shadow, even though it's like technically flame. I feel like if they were to cast a shadow, it kind of would look better. Basically, I've been trying to really like push the saturation where I can. I feel like it's a great place to do that is in the middle of the piece. Yeah, I kind of like this. Let's do this even more saturated. Hey, Silver. Hey, thanks, man. I feel like I've painted so many wings and I still kind of struggle with them. I've been in so many too, like it's kind of crazy. My name? Just call me Eric. That's fine. That's the extent of the word pronunciation goes. Hello, Ahmed. Yo, thanks. Layer structure? I mean, I just have 3 layers. One for the wings, one for the character, and one for the background. That's pretty much the extent of it. I try to have as little as I can. Because I don't really like dealing with them, honestly. Confirmation on your email address? What do you mean confirmation on my email address? I mean, I think you can... I don't even have like a... I think you can find it on ArtStation, I believe. Right? Yeah. If you need it for any reason, I guess. Yeah, I'm careful. I'm not gonna be clicking or anything. Okay, so what we need to do, I'm gonna show you the time lapse, starting with thumbnails. Gonna go for a small break and then gonna be working on a different piece. Be right back. Right. That's pretty much how it went, this piece. You can see from the thumbnail, kinda straightforward. Just rendering and correcting. Alright. That's 21 hours of work. Right. Boom. I have this art to continue. Let's see what we had going on here. Oh, this one looking good. I really like this one so far. The quick artwork, quick commission, so just did 3 hours on this last time and gotta do 3 hours more on this time and be done. gonna be the extent of it. The face gotta... They'll have to run their face way more. Just want to focus on the background for now. I'm kind of vibing with this artwork. That's pretty nice. The cactus kind of went a little too far. Cactus went a little too crazy. Oh my god. Oh yeah, it's me again. On my channel, yeah. What a coincidence. Yeah, long time no see, Maggot. How you doing? I'm doing fine, thank you. Doing really, really good. Not good? What happened? What's going on there? I'm painting this troll cowboy character. Very nice so far, looking quite painfully. I think the head is a little too small though. I had a suspicion before, but I feel the same now. Yeah, I heard they're escalating things. Gotta right as negotiations are going on. I'm really sorry to hear that you have that stuff going on. I hope it all ends soon. They live in the east. Or in the west, I should rather say. We live in the west of the country. You're right in the center. Well, let's all just hope that that whole stuff just ends soon. Should be probably, right? It does seem like it's coming to a conclusion. Or it should be. Oh, you think so? I mean, at least they're like ongoing. That's improvement compared to like the last like half year or something, where there were no negotiations at all. But yeah, they're definitely not really trying to kind of. They're not trying their best. Let's be honest here. Could have been better. If they wanted to, they could have been all over now. YouTube channel's going quite well. I mean, I'm not really working on it currently, but it is there. I'm just kind of co-streaming on it, and I mean, I've had a few videos that went well, but yeah, I had one video 4 months ago, like 38,000 views. That's pretty much the extent of its success. But I'm planning on kind of doing more there, doing more videos and shit, developing it. And layers, do you use one layer like a masochist? I do two. I do two layers, like a little bit less of a masochist I am. One video almost crossed 100 views. Wait, which video? Which video are you talking about? I mean, 40k is still a lot, especially considering like the low effort that I put into it. I feel like if I'm to give my all to YouTube, which I plan on doing quite soon, and I think it will go quite well. The plan's to really get it going by the end of the year. That's the goal. And we'll see how we'll do. We'll see. I mean, art-related content. Speed paints, talks, tutorials, you know, that kind of stuff. Well, not like mark. Those are going to be good. Unlike marks, you know. Yeah, people are fiending for tutorials. That's what you're gonna go. I've also seen people really fiending for anatomy shit. And I assume that's why kind of Mark really... That's what he's been like trying to focus on for the last fucking forever. The anatomy tutorials. And I guess I'll double down in there too. Meanwhile, I'm somebody who really doesn't really care that much about anatomy. But I'll give it a try. Or a tutorial or something. Just now, like, I have a little bit of different priorities. But when the time comes... Oh, do they? I just never watch anatomy tutorials. Like, what do they usually say? What do they preach? What's the mark formula for anatomy? Bringing out the shape study just for anatomy is really hard, so don't quit. Oh yeah, the last one is essential. Thanks, bro. I would have thought I'm better off quitting if not for you. I mean, hey, you know, can't argue with that. If you quit, you don't succeed. Don't necessarily feel like it's worth mentioning in the video though, but I mean, at least at first, I would definitely do just my own stuff, and then if I feel like just selling my soul for success, I would just try pretty much to copy other people. At least at first, I would try to be original though, like, you know what I mean. I feel like sometimes those people come up with advices like kind of backwards. It's not like those things got them better. It's just like they somehow got better and then they think backwards. So like, okay, how, like, what would sound like a convincing tip? Which I kind of feel like it's I don't know how helpful that would be. But yeah, people are fiending for tutorials and anatomy tutorials. I don't know why. Why is that? It feels like people think that anatomy is like the most that is there to art. It's familiar. I think it's just misunderstanding. I think they think that anatomy is like their biggest problem with drawing. And it might be true, right? Or it might be like might look like the lowest hanging fruit for them. It's like, oh, my character sucked. It must be because of anatomy. There's more of a market for art tutorials than market for art tutorials than art itself. I mean, it's different. Yeah, people just want to draw like cool characters like cute anime girls, and they think that anatomy is what holding them back. I mean, which is partially true, but like not to an extent of like what people give it credit for. They give it too fucking much. Oh no, I don't think there is more market for art tutorials than the art itself. I think it just, when it comes to YouTube content, like art-related content, that yeah, like it's easier to market that towards beginners than like people who looking for art wouldn't be looking for art on YouTube, you know. At least that's what I think. If we're talking primarily YouTube now, of course elsewhere it wouldn't be like as popular. You know, like drawings on Twitter or like ArtStation wouldn't be, like art tutorials wouldn't be as popular there. For the ad you've watched, yeah, bro, I get paid like almost zero. That's why you should use an ad block, right? Save yourself some mental health. Don't watch ads. Use an ad block. I feel like internet is completely unwatchable without, like, unusable without an ad block. Not only Twitch or YouTube, just like any kind of website where you would go, just like fucking ads everywhere. I mean, sorta, but you wouldn't explain that you wouldn't like seek out tutorials in order to get better in art so you can appreciate it more, you know? That doesn't add up. Tutorials are popular because it's like it makes yourself feel good. It makes you feel good, just like thinking that you're doing something productive. Meanwhile, you just like, it's another form of entertainment. This kind of quote-unquote education is just like entertainment in a different format, sort of. You're entertaining the idea of getting better by watching it. It feels good to kind of brainwash yourself into thinking productive. It's obvious. No, I don't think it's obvious. Because you would watch 10 of those thinking you're doing something productive, and you know, why are you being tricked into that? Infotainment? Yeah. Maybe that's what we gotta do. Produce some infotainment. I have like a little plan to YouTube. As soon as I'm done with the book cover and kind of, which is in 5 days, I want to try to pretty much be doing a video every single day on YouTube, or at least seeing how that would go. Like, I would stream for like some kind of time in the morning and daytime, and then the rest of the day, literally the rest of the day that I have to myself, I would just spend working on videos. And since I, you know, finish painting every other day, technically I can use a speed paint, like a recording of an artwork for a new video almost every single day. At least with how much I have like saved up. Oh dude, like there are, even if I make a video a month with like a speed paint and like some, it wouldn't be just a speed paint, it would be also like I'll be talking about a topic or like discussing and using the speed paint as a like a background material for it, right? Like as a footage material. Even if I am to produce one video every single day, there will be enough like recordings that I have already for like next couple of months. So that's kind of the plan, is to just get used to be doing videos every day, working on them and shit. Our videos don't really do that well. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see, dude. It's also not about like doing well right away, it's about learning how to even work. I don't know about you, but for myself, like at first I gotta build the work ethic, I gotta get used to be doing the stuff that I want to be doing. I feel like it's kind of like a trap to like, you know, let's say you get into YouTube and you think right away, okay, how do I like blow up with one video? And you put all your energy into one video. I would rather be doing a lot and getting used to be doing a lot all the time. And then, you know, from there, once you're already kind of, you build up this work ethic, you build up all those habits, then you kind of go and like, okay, how do I actually optimize that? Because like for now, there will be nothing to optimize. To the 3K views? I mean, dude, that's something, you know? I don't have that on most of my videos, so let's start there. That sounds good. I mean, at some point I'll definitely arrive at something that that people would watch. Right, I would kind of understand the formula. You know, for the last couple of months, I haven't been doing fucking anything, right? At first, it's a matter of even putting myself to do something, and then it's a question of doing something that would be productive. Also, you don't even know what kind of videos, right? I just mentioned that it would be a voiceover on top of a speed paint. First of all, I think for like commentary on top of your artwork, there is a lot of like, there is a big audience for that. It's just like, it's kind of like untapped market, but the commentary gotta be good though. And then the second is that, you know, it can be like a tutorial. It can be pretty much a kind of just a voiceover tutorial on top of a speed paint that kind of like explains and covers it a bit. You're gonna see, bro. You're gonna see how that goes. Currently, I don't even have monetization turned on for YouTube, so that doesn't really bring me a lot of motivation to be working on videos. Life in Georgia, bro. That sounds good, honestly. Like I would be down for making. Hold on. Dude, I'll be down for making a video like that, but not for a nerd channel, right? That would be. I would honestly kind of like to make like a blog channel or something. I know that it's like that's so oversaturated. Like everyone and their mom have like a blog channel, but it would be just fun to do for myself to kind of like, I don't know, feel my life, kind of like document it a little bit more. That would be kind of fun. You run into a coffee shop naked, you're gonna go to jail, bro. Let's not do that. Oof. You liking that? God damn. Yeah, the saturation went quite up here. I'm kind of heavy with that. That's not saturation. Hey Zara. Yo, okay. Nice to know that. Welcome, welcome. I just started continuing on this an hour ago. Pushing some colors, rendering, doing details and stuff. Yeah, the Art 7 TV mode is for Warcraft enjoyers. You wouldn't get that. Dude, the weather is so nice today. It is probably the first time in the last like couple of weeks where I was able to turn the AC off. And it's nice and cozy and it's raining outside. Beautiful, beautiful. So tired of this like 30 degrees sun all the time summer. That's on the Warcraft OC, Dusty. Like a cowboy troll. I really like the clothes. Especially with WoW, it's like just pretty much metal plays all over again. Like every single character is just like a bunch of metal. And this like leathery suit is such a nice break from that. Like literally the character that we've been working on today is like just full metal plate armor. So nice to paint something like more realistic and a different material. Yeah, my god, I decided to ditch the suit. Kinda got bored of that a little bit. I think it's a little bit overdone at this point. Also, it's summer, so it's hot as hell, and I don't feel like putting it on. I mean, I did, but at what cost, though? You know, at what cost? Also, I don't think that anybody really cared. It's kind of insignificant. Dude, my wrist is a little bit on fire today, god damn. I think I overdid something in the gym yesterday. Is it a normal thing? In martial arts? Oh, Dusty, see ya. Have a good dinner. Hey there, Mina. Yo, how you doing? How you doing, Mina? You arting today? Painting? As we always do here. Special commission for my boyfriend coffee shop? Wait. Does your boyfriend own a coffee shop? God damn. Is this watercolor? Like a scan of a watercolor? Or is it digital? Looks nice. Similar interior? Alright, bye. Bye, Mega. Oh, I see, nice. You know, funny enough, Mina, I've also done paintings for the coffee shop that I was working on. I actually did them in watercolors on like big canvases. Actually, I did so I forgot I even did smaller ones too. Like I did on like kind of this big canvas and like smaller ones like this. I did. What, I think I did only one big one. I don't recall. It was a while ago. Maybe I can recover somewhere the paintings. But yeah, that's like a cool thing to paint for a coffee shop. Yep, everything alright, thank you, Mina. Just working on the book cover a lot off stream, that's why I'm not really streaming that much. Because it's like, the deadline's pretty tight there, I'm trying to make it. The deadline is 20th of June, sorry, of June, so literally 5 days late. So I'm trying to make it, and that's why I'm not streaming a lot, but after that's done, I'm really leading into streaming and doing all the normal art stuff. Yeah, I wish I could share the cover right away when it's done, but wouldn't be able to do so. Yeah, ideally I would do both, but like, you know, it seems like the first thing that I do in a day is like the main priority. So like if I stream then it's gonna be very little work on the book cover, and if I do the book cover, it's, you know, the opposite. But there's a little bit left, you know, kind of like one way or another, 5 more days, and, you know, gonna be done with that. Because honestly, I've been quite fast with that one. Remember, previous book cover took me so long, but with this one I kind of already knew what's up. Excited to be back, like, streaming and Artin here. That's always very exciting. Trying to look for like a good reference for an animal skull for this. Not really sure if it's supposed to be an animal skull. What kind of skull is that actually? It's actually more like a troll skull. It's like human but with big teeth. A troll skull? Hey, would there be like a... Alright, that's better not to look up. All of a sudden decided to make it like super detailed, this one. Hey guys, it is 4:30 p.m. and I haven't had a breakfast yet. I'm gonna go to breakfast really fast and I'm gonna show you the time lapse meanwhile. Be right back. Right. Still didn't finish the whole meal, but decided not to be away for much longer. Hey Kamek, hey Axel. Was a slather of yellow on the horizon. Yeah, I'm actually very satisfied with the colors myself here. I was trying to push the saturation more, and I think like it was kind of like a success here. Yep, I think it's looking good already. But since I have like about 2 more hours left, it's just rendering. So anything that I can get done here extra is good. Can kind of work on pushing my rendering in this. Yeah, the voice fits the character very, very well. Now I like the skull. Now it looks pretty good. Now it looks pretty realistic. Can probably push it even more. The common style used for spaghetti western movie artwork. Actually, what is that? Posters. Oh, I would say so, yeah. Like, it looks very painterly. But yeah, really glad you like it. I also think that, by extension, like, your character really fits my art style as well. I definitely noticed that some characters don't come out as well, and yours yours looking legit. I'm really enjoying this a lot myself. X shape with the pupils. Yep. I had them started here. We probably should extend the iris a little bit so it's visible. Probably want to get a little bit more space for them so it's visible. To rotate? What do you mean? Like to where? Oh, okay, okay. Actually, an X. Okay, okay. Got you, yep. I don't know why it defaulted to that, like, plus looking sign. So, like this. Also, I made them a little bit more bluish. On the reference, they're kind of more like white. Like, is that okay, or like, would you like for me to like desaturate them more? I just feel like it's kind of more contrasty on the warm palette of the piece, but like if that's important for them to be like more whitish, I can do that too. That's good. All right. All right. I like the mustache. Very classy. No worries. I feel like this should do. Right, just a little more desaturated. You liking this one, Mina? Hey, Kribus. Hey, long time no see. Glad you like the art. What are you up to, Sunshine? How are you doing? Monthly pop-in? Hey, I appreciate that. I've been doing well too. Just coming back slowly to like streaming, doing commissions. Been working on a book cover for a while, but I'm almost done with it. So here we are. Oh. Yeah, I got commissioned to paint actually 2 book covers for the same people who commissioned me to do that last year. And I'm doing that. This time the deadline is quite tough, so like I'm just kind of primarily focusing on that. Yeah, it is 2 book covers. I mean, to be completely honest with you, they're quite similar, so like I just like 2/3 of the whole cover is pretty much a recolored version of the previous one. So it's not necessarily 2 like entirely different ones. I mean, the covers themselves are different. It's just the, you know, the elements like spine, like the reversible, and you know, those kind of elements of the cover itself, of the book itself, are similar. But still, like, super time consuming, like all of that. Was working on it day and night for the last almost month. Remember last time they commissioned me, they gave me like almost 3 months, like 2.5 months to work on it, and now it's like it wasn't even a whole month. It's like, god damn, is that really June 20th? No, July 20th for the deadline? I was kind of surprised. Yeah, but we're good though. Like, I'm almost done. Yeah, I need it fast. I mean, I was actually so happy to see their mail. The fact that they came back and commissioned me again, it was such a nice relief. What about you, Kribus? How's your art career going? You thought there was a deadline for you to make? No. No, I didn't. I mean, I can make it, you know. It is tight, but it's tight because I have all the other stuff that I want to do as well. If it was only that book cover on its own, like it would be not tight at all for me. It would be alright. I mean, in fact, it's fine. Yeah, for sure. And I feel like the new one that I'm making for them is way better than the first one I've done, so hopefully they'll come back to me another time. One downside, though, in working with them is that they, like, it takes them a while to give feedback, and usually the feedback is like very, very shallow. Would that be the word to say? Like, just like there's not a lot of feedback. Like, sometimes I ask them something and then they actually don't even like address the question. And now I'm a little bit worried because like I have to update them, like I have to send them the final on the 20th, but I have a couple of things that I'm not sure if they're gonna like or not. So I'm gonna have to update them, continue working, and then receive the feedback, which, you know, I might redo my rendering in the meanwhile, but you know, that's the way it is. Thank you very from college to focus on my personal art and commissions. Hey, let's go indefinite break from college. That's called leaving the college. Nice. I mean, I don't think they understand too little. I just think that they're... Actually, I don't know why. They don't necessarily provide excessive feedback. I mean, not like it's an issue, you know? Like, it would be an issue if it resorted, like, in a... sort of like a confrontation or like a misunderstanding in a way. But if they're genuinely happy and they just don't address some things, I mean, I'm fine with that, you know? Like, it's not an issue to me. As long as, you know, they're happy as a client, then it means I did my job. Yeah, you're right. I'm quite happy to hear that. Let's go. Ditching the absolutely useless education to focus on art and commissions. I like to hear that. Something that I really like to hear. What made you do that, by the way? Like, was there like a turning point? Like, what's the why did you decide to do that? Because before, I remember you joining in and you saying that the college is the best thing that has ever happened to you. You love college and you hate like doing personal art and commissions. And you hate me by extension of that too. Like, what changed? You had a change of heart? Okay, okay. Okay, was there anything in specific that sparked that change of heart? Imagine if like 20 years later you'll be looking back at that moment and thinking, oh, thank God I made that choice. That choice has saved my life. You'll be sad to know I'll come back, or you'll be sad to know that you'll change your mind on that too, okay? I was right once, I'll be right the second time, Krippus. On the third time, you'll stop even questioning it. You just listen to what I tell you. Okay? Right, team, I think Maurice is quite tired, and I don't want to push it and to like kind of make the issue more significant. I would like to take a break now, and I still have an hour and a half to finish this art. I'm gonna do it off stream today. I'm gonna send you the final Zero. I'm gonna message you later today. Right, team, really appreciate you watching. Gonna go chill for now, and we'll stream tomorrow. Alright, guys, thanks for watching.